I'm LB, your Director of Music and Worship Arts. I use the pronouns he, him, and his. And this morning we start off with a piece from the Justice Choir Songbook written by singer-activist Melanie DeMoore. It's, the chorus is in unison, we all sing it together. Join in when you feel comfortable. And the verse is call and response, so I'll sing a line, you just sing it back to me. Easy peasy. Shall we? You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with... Again. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. The path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too, but here I am, right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. And lead with love. And lead with love.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Greater Lansing. My name is Alysandra Ganem-Redd. My pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I am one of two co-presidents of this church's CUUPS group, the other being Jeff Kennedy over there. Now, if you're if you've been around, you might know who we are at this point, but if you haven't been to one of our worship services before, you might be wondering what CUUPS stands for. Now, CUUPS is the Covenant of Unitarian Universalist Pagans, and it is a UUA-wide organization with chapters all across the country. Our groups are nestled inside of our covenanted churches, which, by the way, I would like to note that our church acknowledges that we are on the traditional and contemporary lands of the Anishinaabe people, that we affirm and promote that Black Lives Matter, and that trans and non-binary rights are human rights. But back to my explanation of who our group is within this beautifully woven tapestry of a community. Paganism is an umbrella term for a variety of earth-centered spiritual and religious traditions from all over the world. Some pagans find our way into UU churches through shared values, such as loving the earth, finding truth in mystery and wonder, and celebrating the sacred circle and cycles of life. If you're curious about what we get up to in Chestnut Grove, you're welcome to join us. We meet on the third Sunday of the month. We compare notes. We talk about interesting subjects that are broad or narrow. Next month, we're doing a death cafe. We also gather to celebrate the lunar cycle and the changing of the seasons. Like we are this very minute, we wanted to share our celebration with all of our UU siblings. So here we are. This past week was a holiday that goes by a variety of names in various pagan traditions. Some call it the vernal equinox, spring equinox, Astara, Elben-Eiler, the list goes on, but astronomically what is happening is that day and night were equal this week. And this is the beginning of astronomical spring. Even non-pagans may have noticed the last few weeks the Earth periodically attempting to wake up and then falling back asleep, and then waking back up again, teasing us, and then falling back asleep again, and who knows where we are now, but there were daffodils in my yard. They're trying, okay? The early plants have started reminding us that yes, they are still alive, and that eventually everything will be green and lush. Even us humans, even though we may not be green, we too are attempting to emerge from hibernation to dance and grow in the warmth of the sun once again. Now, many pagan traditions starts off rites and rituals with a welcoming of the spirits of direction, deity or deities, ancestors, the elements. We will do that work in a moment. But first, we're going to take a minute to do some announcements. If you have remaining questions or feedback concerning Reverend Neal's resignation, members of the Board of Trustees will be available after church today in room 101 in the new wing of the building at 11:45 a.m. There will also be a board member at a table in the social hall. The social justice team meets today in room 100 at noon. The agenda includes planning for participation in the March 28th No Kings protest, and everyone is welcome. Next Sunday in the sanctuary, the folk band will be playing a concert of some of their favorite tunes. The concert is free, with any donations going to the church's general fund. The church auction is April 19th and 26th. You'll be able to purchase or bid on items from cookies to dinners to garden help to road trips. Stop by the auction table in the social hall after the service. For more information on these and other events, please check your weekly email newsletter or our website, uulansing.org. And of course, please join us after the service today for coffee and conversation. And now, let us take a moment to welcome each other here into this space. Our friends, both old and new, first to those on the live stream, and then let's say hi to everybody here. Good morning.
the smell of loam bursting in our eyes, the turrets of the tulip. Winter rains burn us, springtime is upon us. Greening is the grass, soft upon the brows, the sunlight warms caresses. Winter rains have turned the star, springtime is upon us.
Good morning. It is time now that we gather together in the spirit of new beginnings. And in that spirit, Gwen and Culver, can I invite you up to light the chalice? Uh-oh, we're having shoe difficulties. We kindle this symbol of our community of faith for the light of truth, the warmth of love, and the fire of commitment.
Good morning. My name is Kal, and I'm here to tell you how Brigit got lands for the poor. Long ago in Ireland, a few wealthy landholders owned great tracts of fertile land, while the poor were forced up into the rocky hills to eke out a living from the sparse soil. One year, the crops went bad, and the poor could barely scrape together an onion or a carrot for their supper. Brigit went to one of the richest landholders and said, "The harvest is grim this year, and the peasants need your help." The landholder replied, "Ah, Brigit, I'll think on it, but in truth, if the people would only work harder, they surely could fend for themselves." A few weeks passed, and the situation grew worse. Brigit went again to the landholder and said, "The peasants have no food. They've taken to the hills to eat shamrocks and grass. What will you do for them?" "Now, Brigit," said the landholder, "don't get pushy. I'm a busy man. Why is it you're here talking to me when you should be talking to the peasants about what they can do for themselves? I've no time for this. Now be gone with you." Another week passed, and the situation became grave. Brigit went again to the landholder, and in a rage she cried, "You've done nothing to help, and now the children are starving. I demand that you give land to the poor." "Well, Brigit," said the landholder, "it couldn't be that bad. You don't look to be starved yourself, nor lacking for warm clothes. 'Tis a fine wool cloak you wear on your back. Let it not be said I'm a stingy man. Here's what we'll do. You go out to the plain, choose any spot, spread your white cloak on the ground, and the plot that it covers I'll donate to the poor." "Tax-free?" asked Brigit. "All right, tax-free," said the landholder, "but don't ask for anything more." So that day, Brigit and 3 of her sisters went out to the very center of the fertile plain. Each took hold of a corner of the white cloak. Brigit said, "All right now, girls, pull it taut." They did so, and then Brigit cried, "Now take a step backward." Each of them took a step back, one to the north, one to the south, one to the east, and one to the west, and as they did, the cloak expanded. Then Brigit cried, "All right, keep walking." They did, and as they did so, the cloak continued to expand until it covered the whole expanse of the plain. That afternoon, as usual, the landholder went up into his tower to look out and survey his lands. At first glance, it looked as if snow had fallen. Then he saw that the rocks above were bare. "The cloak," he whispered, falling to his knees, now seeing Providence at work in the matter. When he saw Brigit striding up the walkway, he leaned out the window and cried, "Mercy, Brigit, I'll keep to my word. The whole of the plain belongs to the poor, and I'll throw in 100 bags of oat seed that they might prosper by it." "That's fine for tomorrow," said Brigit, "but what will you do for today?" "For today?" said the landholder. "Why, a feast for today, a feast for all." "What sort of a feast?" asked Brigit. "Why, a feast of stews and roasts and compotes and mashes and stuffings and jellies and cakes," replied the landholder. "And bags to take home?" asked Brigit. "Why, of course bags to take home," assured the landholder. "Very well then," said Brigit. "I'll spread the word. Aye, Brigit, I'm sure you will, and I don't mind saying that if you spread the word as efficiently as you spread the cloak, not a soul will miss this feast.
And as the students and their advisors go to their next activity down the hall, we'll sing. Who shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace? The mountains and the hills will forth before you, there'll be shouts of joy. All the trees of the field will clap their hands. And all the trees of the field will clap hands. The trees of the field will clap their hands. The trees of the field will clap their hands. And you'll go out with joy.
Hail to the east.
Oh, not quite.
Sorry.
It's okay, Darcy. For some, the world is more than what we can see and touch. The four elements symbolize the embodied essence of forces that make up everything that is, driving all life and manifesting in our daily lives in a myriad ways. Just as we welcome one another, we will now welcome those primal forces with the traditional calling of the quarters.
Let all disturbing thoughts be laid aside. Join me in taking 3 breaths, together with the earth beneath us. Together with the sky above us. Together with the seas around us. And now, after members of our circle call the 4 quarters, I will invite everyone to join us in welcoming them with the words displayed on the screens above.
Hail to the east, place of dawn and spirits of air, spirits of the mighty winds and living breath. We ask that you join us and watch over our lives. We welcome you as a mentor, protector of our
And an old friend, and appreciate your contribution in our work. Hail to the south, place of the midday sun and the spirits of fire, spirits of the leaping conflagration and the sustaining hearth fire. We ask that you join us and watch over our lives.
We welcome you as a mentor, protector, and old friend, and appreciate your attention in our work. Hail to the west, place of the dusk and the spirits of water, spirits of the falling rain and the body's inner essence. We ask that you join us and watch over our lives.
We welcome you as mentor, protector, and appreciate your attention in our work.
Hail to the north, place of midnight and the spirits of earth, spirits of the fertile soils, stones, and bones. We ask that you join us and watch over our lives.
We welcome you as a mentor, protector, and old friend. Spirits of this land, ancestors known and unknown, we welcome all who come in love and friendship. Let none disturb the harmony of our community.
When our daughter Gwen was born, I found myself singing the hymn Down to the River to Pray as I rocked her to sleep late at night. I loved the song. It didn't sound quite right to sing to Gwen when it didn't match our family's spirituality. It's a beautiful song, and with careful consideration of its probable but uncertain roots in the African American spiritual tradition, I put a creative pagan spin on it and inadvertently created a song not just for our family, but one that we've enjoyed singing in rituals. So please join us as we sing it now. The lyrics to the tune are on the screen.
As I went east to the wind to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall breathe the fresh blown breeze for forebears show me the way. Ancestors, let's go east, come on east. Ancestors, let's go east, into the wind to pray. As I went north to the forest to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the flower crown? Lord, show me the way. Oh God, let's go north, come on north. Oh God, let's go north, into the forest to pray. As I went west to the river to pray, studying about that good old way, who shall drink the chalice? Lady, show me the way. Oh goddess, let's go west, don't you want to go west? Oh goddess, let's go west, into the river to pray. As I went south to the fire to pray, studying about that good old way, who shall light the candles? Spirits, show me the way. Oh spirits, let's go south, come on south. Oh spirits, let's go south to the fire to pray. As I went into the circle to pray, studying about that good old way, who shall show the way? Balance inner self, show me the way.
One motif that shows up in some pagan traditions is a kind of formalized question and answer, where ideas behind a gathering are unpacked by one person asking questions and another person giving answers. And I always seem to have questions about what's going on. So, Alysandra, you know a lot. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course, I love talking about the vernal equinox.
Great. What are we doing here?
Well,
Why should this morning be such a celebration? What's important about day and night being in balance?
well, we celebrate the balance of night and day because it reminds us to seek balance in our own lives, all aspects of our lives. By balancing work and play, self and environment, even joy and sorrow, we create a harmony that fills life with a richness of experiences.
But it isn't only about balance, is it? It's also about the changing of the seasons.
That's right. The vernal equinox marks the beginning of spring and our entrance into the bright half of the year in the northern hemisphere. It is a time to welcome new life.
But what does that have to do with painting eggs pastel colors and putting them in wicker baskets?
Well, first of all, it's fun.
Oh, all right.
But some say that we weave baskets just as the birds weave their nests. And our brightly colored eggs are a celebration of the birds' eggs, like the bright blue robin's eggs that are being laid in nests even now.
Do we not celebrate all living things? Why this special treatment for birds? Is it because their return from winter migrations tells us when the seasons change?
In part, yes. Baby birds will also soon hatch out of their eggs, which reminds us that after a long wait in a dark space, we too may be renewed and reborn. But also this day that we celebrate the sunlight, and that has always been the way with birds. If you wake up before sunrise and listen, you will hear how they sing songs to welcome the sunlight every morning.
In that case, on this morning when we celebrate the sunlight hours extending to balance the darkness, will we sing songs like the birds do?
We already have been,
Oh, yeah.
but we're going to sing even more. First, though, we're going to take some time for stillness as we release our touchstones this week. But we're going to do it a little bit differently this time with a meditation that is led by my friend Kathleen. And everyone's friend Kathleen.
Good morning. So that all of our congregants can participate fully, we will be engaging in a touchstone meditation this morning. To begin, Sit evenly in your seat with feet flat on the ground as you are able. If you are comfortable doing so, I invite you to close your eyes now. Know that your physical body is safe in this place, even as your mind travels. Using senses beyond your sight, sense the room around you. You might notice ambient noises, cars passing outside, doors opening and closing, the heat turning on or off. Those on the live stream might hear pets making their way around the house. We might hear the gentle sound of others breathing in silence beside us. Feel the heaviness of your body in this seat, the floor beneath your feet, and bring your attention to your breath. Gentle breaths in and out of the nose. Feel the air rush in cool as you inhale, and leave with the warmth of your body as you exhale. Call to mind the subject of your touchstone today. Recall this joy or sorrow. Is it a big cause for celebration or a major life change? Is it a small reason to smile or a little bump in the road? From here, imagine the ground beneath your feet becoming softer. There's a gentle give there. You can smell the air freshen as it moves freely about. The breeze moves your hair and enlivens you. Keeping your physical eyes closed, you open your mind's eye and find yourself on a rocky beach. Take in the scenery around you, the water in front of you, the shoreline spreading out on either side. That's all there is to see, for you are alone on this beach. Then look down at your feet. Lying there, just beyond your toes, is a rock that is the embodiment of your touchstone today. Bend down and pick it up. Feel the weight of it in your hand, heavy or light, smooth or rough. Take a few moments to study this touchstone. As you turn it over in your hands, allow yourself to ruminate. Then, when you're ready to release it into the body of water before you, perhaps a gentle underhanded toss produces a kerplunk sound as the stone meets the water. Perhaps throwing the stone as hard and as far as you can creates a monumental splash. However you release the stone, feel the lightness in your hands now that it is gone. Take a deep breath in of that waterside air and then gently let it go. Exhale it out. As you do so, the vision of your mind's eye will darken. The beach fades from view. Feel the ground firm up under your feet. Feel your body in this seat. Allow your attention to again notice the ambient noises that surround your physical body. Then open your physical eyes and return.
This church exists because we put our time, our talent, and our treasure to create a community that can thrive together. You can think of each of these things being comprised of sticks, bits of fluff, and reeds that when woven together create a bird's nest. If we don't have enough of any one of them, the nest can fall apart. If you'd like to help weave our church nest, you can donate to the church by filling out the donation envelope or writing a check that specifies your donation to the church on the memo line, and either putting it in the baskets as they're passed, or by mailing a check to the address on screen or scan the QR code. All unspecified donations will go to the Mobilized Peace team and will support their efforts to provide more training in the skills of active nonviolence and place more peace teams at marches. We will now gratefully receive the morning's offering. Thank you.
far and near, a world you've never heard before. And on that clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever and ever and ever and
Happy spring equinox. This is a time when we celebrate balance and we celebrate new life. And it's not hard to see why. We celebrate balance because this is one of the 2 times of the year when day and night, dark and light, are in balance. And seeing that balance on a planetary scale reminds us of the need for balance in our own lives. As for new life, well, that's a theme that underlies almost all spring holidays in the Northern Hemisphere. The leaves are coming back on the trees, the grass is green again, the flowers and plants are just starting to sprout, birds are hatching, critters are being born and moving on from their winter dens. All around us, new life is becoming more and more visible. So both of these themes make perfect sense for this time of year. Every year. The seasons are so reliably repetitive, in fact, that maybe you're thinking I'm about to say the exact same thing I did when I spoke about this last time I spoke on the equinox. Now, don't think it didn't cross my mind. Alysandra spoke last year, so if I dug up what I wrote in 2024, I figured maybe nobody would remember it, right? Isn't that how the wheel of the year works? The same seasons keep coming around over and over. So when the pagans go looking for meaning, we come up with the same messages over and over. That question got me thinking about another question. Do you have a friend who gives really good advice, who you can always turn to for a useful perspective on your issues, but their own life is a mess? Somebody who provides a little wisdom for everybody but themselves. Maybe you know that person. Maybe you are that person. As a matter of fact, I'm guessing a lot of us are that person. Because it's always easier to see somebody else's life with a sense of perspective, isn't it? I can't tell you the number of times I have written a call to worship for Sunday morning, and I read it out loud for everybody here, all the while thinking, if someone had just said this to me 6 months ago, I could have avoided some whole disaster. The really confounding thing about good advice, I think, is that it isn't usually some brilliant, paradigm-shifting insight. Some of the most consistently helpful ideas are the ones that are so obvious we stop thinking about them. We work ourselves into burnt-out, nervous breakdowns without ever once thinking, does this work I'm doing even matter to me? We watch our relationships fall apart without ever asking, have we ever sat down and talked about how we actually feel? Like that old definition of insanity, we keep doing the same things over and over, and we don't stop and think about what it would take to get a different outcome. This is why the cycle of the seasons is always relevant. It doesn't give us brand new advice. It asks the questions that are timeless. Like a wise friend, nature turns the seasons and gives us these transition moments to ask things like, what is out of balance in my life? What is in need of a new beginning? In a few minutes, we are going to invite you to join into our rite of spring. It is a rite where you step through a doorway into your new life. It's a rite of rebirth. So before we do that, I want to invite all of you to start thinking now on those 2 questions the equinox puts before us all. What is out of balance in my life, and what is in need of a new beginning? Consider what your life is and what it might be. Do you want tomorrow to look just like today? Maybe with some small changes? Would you wish it could be completely different? What would need to change in your life to find balance? What would need to change in you? Consider these questions And when you have the answer firmly in your mind, you'll be ready to step through the curtain. It has been a long, cold winter, but the spring sun will thaw the earth and new life will grow. It's time for us to grow with it.
For the tall people, too. By the four powers that we have invoked here and are present, may this doorway be blessed as a passage to rebirth for those who pass through it.
And we are going to raise some energy through chanting. Please join if you are willing. You may recognize the words as they show up here. It's the beginning of hymn 1051 in the blue hymnal. If you wish to participate in experiencing a new beginning for yourself, we invite you now to line up and come forward through this center channel and pass through the curtain and experience the mystery and the dawning of a new day.
For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises, sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe. For each child that's born, a morning star rises, sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are.
Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer.
Earth, water, fire, and air, thank you for lending your energies. Renewed in this beginning, our gifts will be shared. Elements assembled here, bless us, newly transformed. With gratitude, may this doorway be dissolved back from whence it came.
And now that you are reborn, let's sing the whole hymn, We Are, by Sweet Honey in the Rock. For each child that's born, a morning star rises, sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises, sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions. We're sisters of mercy and brothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We're seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and the wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the breath of our ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We are mothers of courage and fathers of time. We are daughters of dust and the sons of great visions, sisters of mercy and mothers of love. We are lovers of life and the builders of nations. We are seekers of truth and keepers of faith. We are makers of peace and wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers, and we are our grandfather's dreamings. We are the birth of our ancestors. We are the spirit of God. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child that's born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are.
As our time together draws to a close, we offer our thanks to those gathered here, both in the congregation and the wider web of existence whom we invited. Darkness, we thank you for your blessings of rest and peace. Light, we thank you for the blessings of growth and development. To this, we thank both as we balance to transition again to the light. Ancestors and spirits of this land, we remember you, and as always, we honor you. With love and respect, may the four quarters go in peace.
By star and stone and with the blessings of earth, we thank the spirits of the north. By sea and storm and with the blessings of water, we thank the spirits of the west. By sun and flame and with the blessings of fire, we thank the spirits of the south. By wind and breath and with the blessings of air, we thank the spirits of the East. And now, before we depart our circle in peace, let's join together in the words of our benediction when we see them. As a religious community inspired by awe and wonder, we nurture spiritual growth, connect in authentic, loving relationships, and engage in courageous work for peace and justice. May the blessings of darkness and light be with you always. Our worship is over. May our service begin.
Ready, go, and get your hat. If you want to go,
Now,